Hey everyone, my name is Dévi and welcome to Book Connoisseur. Wow! So today I have a library haul. I recently have been taking my kids to the library like once a week. We come out with this huge pile of books that we read at bedtime and then get to get a new pile of books the next week, and it's really exciting for both of us. So the last time I was there, I went and scavenged the shelves for myself, and I found all of these books sitting on the shelf, not checked out, didn't have to put a hold or wait for them to come in. They're not particularly high in demand books at the moment necessarily, so yeah, I'm hoping that it's pretty accessible for everyone to get your hands on these in general. Let's just get into it. The first book is To the Lighthouse by Virginia Woolf. It's inspired by her summers on the Cornwall coast, and I am very interested in reading more Virginia Woolf. I have read Orlando and that's it. So I'm hoping to read To the Lighthouse and The Waves this summer. I'm also hoping to read more Toni Morrison. I have never read a Toni Morrison. It is probably my number one author on my stack of shame, and so I picked up the Bluest Eye. This I figured was a good place to start. I have two of her books. I have Beloved and Sula, and I've heard Beloved is incredibly sad, so I maybe don't want to start there. And Sula I've heard mixed reviews about, so some people don't like it. But I've only heard good things about The Bluest Eye, and it's pretty short, so I think I'm going to start here. The next book I got out just because I saw it. I don't necessarily think I'm going to get to it anytime soon, but as you might have seen in a previous video I did, I made the case for big books. And so I'm sort of investigating bigger books as I see them. And one that has been on my radar is Vanity Fair by William Makepeace Thackeray. And I don't know anything about this other than it's written in the 1800s. Yeah, I think it's sort of about like society life and that kind of thing, and I'm currently reading Anna Karenina and loving it, and that's sort of about society life as well. I'm also a big Jane Austen fan, which some of that is about society life too. So yeah, I think that this will be a good fit for me. I basically got it out just to investigate and look further into it. Yeah, but I think it's a good option. The next book is The Virgin Suicides by Jeffrey I don't know how to say his last name. Eugenides or Eugenides by Jeffrey Eugenides. This I watched the movie probably about 10 years ago, and I really loved it and felt like it was this really poignant piece about women and like teenagehood in general, and coming of age. And so yeah, I'd really like to get to the book. I have to show you my dog. So regal. Okay, back to me. The next book is Death in Her Hands by Ottessa Moshfegh. I read My Year of Rest and Relaxation, and I really loved Ottessa Moshfegh's writing. This book is about a woman who finds a note claiming that there's a body buried on some park pathway or something like that, but there's no body with the note, and it kind of spirals from there, and that is a storyline that's really interesting to me. It sounds very much about mental state, which is a common theme in her books. Yeah, I'm hoping to read this and also Eileen this year at some point. The next book I got is Amy Key, Arrangements in Blue. So this is a sort of poetic book about just being happy, being alone, I believe. I got this because it's inspired by Joni Mitchell's album Blue, and that's one of my favorite albums ever. So yeah, I'm excited to read it. I believe Amy Key is a poet. Yeah, so this is kind of a collection of essays of hers, so yeah, looking forward to that. The next book I picked up, which sort of falls into the same category as Vanity Fair, which I'm not sure I'm going to get to this because it's so large, but I'm thinking of adding it to my big books list, and that is Flights by Olga Tokarczuk. And Olga Tokarczuk wrote Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead, which is actually a book I was looking for when I found this one. If I'm not mistaken, this won the Booker International Prize, and I believe this was one of the first books published by Fitzcarraldo in the UK. I'm gonna have to double check that. It's translated by Jennifer Croft from Polish. It seems to follow like several characters, and it's all about the body and traveling, it says. I'm excited to sort of poke in and out of these books throughout the next few weeks and hopefully read some of them. I often find that I struggle to finish books before they're due at my library. I don't really get enough time with them, but like maybe like 6 weeks. So yeah, we'll see how much I can get done before they have to go back. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll be back soon with some more videos. I have a lot of fragrance videos coming out, so if you're into that kind of thing, stick around, subscribe, like, share. I love you. Bye.